Hey everybody, this is Paul with 12voltreview.com, and got another radio to check out for y'all today, and it's the Kenwood KDC-HD455U. This radio averages around 129, 139, and the good thing about this radio, it has a built-in HD tuner built in the radio itself. There's no extra parts you have to buy. And what HD radio is, it's like local digital stations. It's like your favorite radio station playing all their music CD quality straight to your radio. But not every radio station is like that. So if, you can go to hdradio.com and look up your state and city and see if there's any stations running HD radio. And if they are, you can just tune directly into them, and it will play CD quality digital music straight to your radio. It's kind of like satellite radio, but not being satellite radio. Alright, let's open the box up and let's see what's inside and what it has. Thing up, here's the barn harness. And here's some installation screws. Comes with a remote. I think all radios nowadays come with a remote, so there's a remote. Let's see, we got the warranty card, manual, and CD keys. Out, nothing left out in the box. Styrofoam, which I just broke, not to hurt it too much. Get out the bag here. Got the plastic cover for the face. Okay, got the radio out, and let's get it mounted up on my little display, and we'll see what the back of it looks like. Alright, now that we got the back of it turned around so you can see what the butt end of the radio looks like. Excuse my French and English and whatever other languages. Anyway, let's see, we got the FM antenna. Of course, I believe all radios have that nowadays. Got your front, rear, and subwoofer pre-outs. Actually, I said that wrong. These are your front, these are your rear, and these are your subwoofer pre-outs. Usually it's that other way in order, but now apparently this is front, rear, and sub out. And if you wasn't sure, the red is left and the white is right, back and forth. And over here we got the fuse and the plug-in for the harness. And well, that's pretty much it for this radio. Let's get it facing the other direction, and we'll get it powered up. Okay, got to power it up. It's asking to cancel demo mode. We're going to go ahead and do that. Yes, demo mode off. Standby. Hit source. Go ahead and get us into radio. The first thing you do when you're trying to listen to the radio, when you go to source and you hit tuner, right after standby, the first thing you do is searches for HD radio. If it finds it, it starts playing. If not, it goes back to analog signals from the radio station. But let's look at the face of it here. We got the source button, the CD slot, eject, the dust door that covers the USB and the aux input. We got your presets here. We also have the display, which changes between frequency, clock, station, title, album, and back to frequency again. This is the first radio that has that many features on the display. Whatever you set it to, no matter what you change and stuff, you let go of it, after a few seconds it switches over to what you had set it to, like I just said, the clock. Alright, now we got your channel change and track buttons. That's these right here. It also works the CD. If it's a CD, that's what you use to change tracks. Of course, your multi-function volume knob. We also got your search, which doubles as a FM, AM, FM1, FM2, FM3 cycle. See, 1, 2, 3, AM, and gives you 18 preset stations for FM and 6 AM. This is your menu backup button, because like I said, the volume knob has like multiple menus inside of it, and the back out is like an escape key on the keyboard. Just hit that and it backs out all the menus. And you got your HD radio, which in tuner mode doesn't do anything. You hold it down, nothing. Alright, let's see here. We'll go into the menus. When you press the the button straight in, brings up function, and the first function is audio control. We'll go into that one. Got your subwoofer level control. You can turn it up and down to plus 15 or negative 15 or 0, you know, if you want to, wherever it sounds good to you. We also got bass level, which is your bass, and you can set it to whatever you like. You got mids, same thing as the bass, and then also there's treble too after this. And treble, you set to plus 8 or negative 8 on all three of the bass, mid, treble. Usually me, I just crank it up to 8. Preset EQ, it's like your powerful, jazz, rock, you know, all the preset EQ settings that comes with most all radios. The next is bass boost. It just kind of gives you a little oomph in your bass. You just got your boost off level 1, level 2, and level 3. Kind of juices up a little bit. The next one is loudness. Got level 1, level 2. It's like a really enhances the power output, kind of giving more sound. Let's see, back out, we go to balance. Of course, balance is left and right. You can bounce to the left or bounce to the right in stereo. Fader is front to back, so you can fade to the front, fade to the back, bounce to left, front, right, rear, wherever, or just keep it in the center, like it is by default. The next one is subwoofer set. That is to tell if it's on, or you can tell it to turn off. So you can actually turn that subwoofer output off or on from this setting. So it's on right now. Detail settings, we'll go into here. High pass filters, low pass filter for the subwoofer, volume offset, which really it's already cranked wide open. If you turn it to the left, it actually lowers the volume. It's like a secondary volume. And then back to high pass filters. Of course, in here you got your different frequencies. It comes default as through, so all the sound comes out of your front and rear and speaker outputs and stuff. It's great for people who have like a multi-amplifier and crossover system. You can really tune in to how you want your music to sound. Well, back out of that, now it goes back to subwoofer level. So bass level, treble, loudness, balance, fader, subwoofer set, detail settings, and back to subwoofer level. So that's all the menus in the audio control. Now I'm going to back out of that and go down to the next menu. After audio control is called settings. We go into settings, we got IF band, auto, wide, probably just leave it on auto. I'm not really sure what that is. Seek mode, that tells you how you want to seek by using the channel and track buttons on the tuner. Auto 1, it automatically seeks and finds the next strongest station, and after that, if you go to Auto 2, it searches through your presets. It hits them one at a time. So instead of pressing a button, you can press this over here and it'll cycle through the buttons. So that's up to you. And manual, it actually goes to each station one at a time. 101.1, 101.3, one station at a time, whether it be a station there or not. I usually just leave mine on Auto 1. Alright, next one is Auto Memory. You go into here and it will, when you tell it to do it, it'll automatically set your first preset buttons, all 6 of them, with the next 6 strongest stations that it finds. There's one after another, so there may be a station it makes preset for you that you don't want. Especially if you live in a city with a bunch of radio stations. After that we got, I guess, receive mode, HD, radio, analog, auto. So auto is when it looks for HD radio first, then it switches over to auto, to analog. If you want to stay on HD radio all the time, you just do that, and if it won't catch up any analog stations. And if you're on analog, it won't look for any HD radios, but it's best just to leave on auto. Tag memory, I believe that's like for, I believe it's for the Pandora and iPhone, I think. And you get like 50 chances to memorize something for different areas. not too totally sure on that particular function. I'll have to read up on it. Back out a bit. Clock, of course, is to set the clock. You just go into here and set your clock adjust. You can do a time sync, which never works. If there's like a local time server, it might sync up, sync off, sync on. After that is display and key. You go into here. This is going to be one color. You can do a variable scan. You can actually cycle through the colors manually. You go to, so if you leave it on user, it'll say whatever color that you want. And we'll just put it on color, let's say 13. Color select display dimmer, it just dims the if it's like too bright at night. Text scroll, if the song is too long with the artist and title's name, it'll cycle through the, scroll across the screen so you can read the whole thing. And we also got key dimmer, which dims the keys. Go into here, you got like dimmer 1 and 2, so you can see how it's just kind of makes it a little bit darker in case those are too bright at night. And then back to color select. And okay, after display and key, we got IF band, which doesn't cycle back to the first of the menu again. All right, that's all of those settings. The next one is, of course, demo mode, and back to audio control. And that's pretty much it for those settings. We back out of that. As you can see, it has USB, which does iPhone, iPod. If you have an Android, you can download the Kenwood Music Control app, and it'll treat the Android like an iPhone. You might want to make sure USB debugging is set on the iPhone, on the Android, so it'll read it. That's your aux input. You can plug anything that has a 3.5mm headphone jack output. You can plug a male-to-male into here. So if you have like an old 1980s tape player with headphone jacks, you can plug it in here and hear sound from your old tapes. Like I said, it's got built-in HD radio for local digital stations, and some stations that are further away, you can catch them a little better than you could if it was analog. The CD player plays MP3s, WMAs, and it now adds AAC or Apple files, and then of course as well as store-bought CDs. If you have an iPhone or iPod with Pandora, it'll play that. You got your thumbs up, thumbs down, track, forward, and all that for your iPod. This button right here, your preset number 5. If you press and hold it down, it'll switch over to your iPhone, so you can change songs on the iPhone itself. Because by default, when you plug it in, the radio controls all the songs, and of course charges your iPhone, iPod, Android up while it's plugged in. Let's see. These are, you got your play all the songs and start over again. This is like a shuffle. While it's doing USB, iPhone, iPod, Android. Pause, play, and it looks like that's pretty much it. I don't see anything. Of course, you got your this little button right here. It looks like part of the face, but if you press it, it's a detachable face. You can take the face with you, throw it if you get mad. But don't do that, then your radio won't work. But anyway, you plug it back in. Auto makes sure it's playing where it left off. Finds the right color, and that's all right. Everything boxed back up. That's fairly decent radio. It's got all your favorite settings. Got your iPod HD radio. It has a nice, decent appearance to it. Easy to use. Some of the extra features for the HD radio and the tagging, I'll have to look that up and I'll post in the description down here in a little bit. And read the manual. It's like putting the desk together that you get from the store. You gotta read the manual. You got leftover extra parts. But this is Paul at 12voteview.com. Y'all have a great day, and please subscribe. Thank you for watching.